Hey guys, welcome back to Old School Econ with Mr. C. Today I want to talk about fair. What is fair?
Yes, but you're not going to fool the guesser. How about you, sir? Step right up.
Hey, honey, let's see how good this guy is. Now, what do I win?
Anything in this general area, right in here. Anything below the stereo and on this side of the bicentennial glasses. Anything between the ashtrays and the thimbles. Anything in this 3 inches, right in here in this area, that includes the chiclets but not the erasers.
No, sir. Spoiled, honey. He thought he had himself a room.
No, not what is the fair. I want to know what is fair. Fair is when everyone gets what they want. How often does this happen? We all know the answer to that, but why? If we look back to chapter 1, we should have no problem coming up with why in this class. We don't have enough resources for everyone to get everything that they want. So our problem, once again, you got it, scarcity. So we have this problem, not enough goods to go around. So how do we decide who gets what? How do we allocate these goods? We're going to talk about 4 allocation systems today and what each brings to the table. For each of these, we want to ask 3 basic questions. The first one, does the allocation system do anything to increase our supplies? Do anything to increase our supplies? Second one, does the allocation system do anything to improve anything? And the third question we want to ask is, does the allocation system do anything to raise the standard of living? Increase supplies, improve anything, raise the standard of living, that's what we're looking at. So our first allocation system is first come, first serve. First come, first serve. You all know what this means. If you're first in line, you get what you want. If you're not first in line, you run the risk of not getting what you want. Therefore, our incentive here is to be first. If you're first in line, you get what you want. So does being first do anything to increase our supplies? Not at all. We cannot all of a sudden build more of the good just because somebody wants to be first. Does being first do anything to improve anything? Not that I can see, right? How about you? No. Okay, does being first do anything to raise our standard of living? No, being first, again, doesn't do anything to kind of raise our standard of living. We're going to probably kind of maintain that status quo. Whoever's first gets what they want. Whoever's last, well, good luck. You got to find your goods somewhere else.
We take you now to Kermit the Frog with another fast-breaking news story.
I'm so excited about this.
Hi, this is Kermit the Frog, and I am standing outside of the Super Game Stadium where today's Super Game is about to be played. And these people that you are seeing that are standing behind me are waiting in line to watch this fantastic game. And I thought I would speak to a couple of them now, and I will just watch me. Here I go. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Pardon me, I was wondering, I'm Kermit the Frog of Sesame Street News.
Oh, yes.
Yes, well, I was wondering if you could tell me, what is it like to be the last person in line for this game?
Oh, am I last?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Oh, well, you must understand, you see. It was a terrible morning.
Terrible morning,
Just the car broke down. I couldn't get a babysitter.
Right, that
and
sounds
the
pretty
dog-
boring, ma'am.
Wait a moment.
What?
You are standing behind me.
What?
So
Yeah?
it means you, Frog, are last.
No. You see, I'm just standing here talking to people.
No, don't worry. I'm sure you'll get a seat, even though you are last.
No, I am not last.
You look last to me.
Well, moving right along, folks. Moving right along. Let's just step up to the head of the line here, and we'll talk to the person who is first in line. Pardon me, sir. What is it like to be first in this line?
Well, he's not first. Actually, I am.
What do you mean you're first? I'm standing here, aren't I?
Well, yes, but you see, I was first. I just stepped back to speak to my friend here.
Well, actually, dear, I think the frog is first.
No. I'm from Sesame Street.
Well, it doesn't matter where you're from. You're first.
I thought I was first.
No, the frog's first.
What's going on?
No, I do not want to be first.
Well, it doesn't
All right,
matter.
gates open, everybody.
All right. Excuse me. Sorry.
Ouch.
Frog, don't worry. Even though you are last, I'll save you a seat.
Our second allocation system is the government-run system. Our incentive here is to either be in government or do exactly what the government says. So we're going to use our example here of a government-run system. Think of the communist Soviet Union. So mid-1980s, communist Soviet Union. Does doing what the government says increase our supplies? No, doesn't do anything to increase our supplies. Only the government can decide to increase or not to increase. That's it. Only the government gets to decide. Does doing what the government says improve anything? Probably not. Again, it's just kind of maintaining that status quo. Our third question, does doing what the government says raise the standard of living? No. In fact, in most cases, it's going to hurt the standard of living. And here's why. In a true government-run allocation system, there's no competition. Competition spurs innovation. Without innovation, we don't get inventions or improved technology or anything like that. And so we wind up staying at that status quo while other countries are competing with each other and trying to make the best inventions that they can, the best improvements that they can. And so they're rising up while you're staying down here, and all of a sudden everybody's up here. Even though you didn't change, you fell further and further behind.
Thank you. Спасибо большое. I came here tonight, and I didn't know what to expect.
Когда я вышел этим вечером на этот ринг,
I seen a lot of people hating me, and I didn't know what to feel about that, so I guess I didn't like you much none either.
я думаю, что я не любил их тоже.
During this fight, I seen a lot of changing.
В течение всего этого боя я понял, что многое изменилось.
The way you felt about me, and the way I felt about you.
И я почувствовал, что вы тоже изменились.
In here, there were two guys killing each other. But I guess that's better than 20 million.
То я думаю, что это лучше, чем даже 20 миллионов долларов.
So what I'm trying to say is that if I can change,
я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
Our third allocation system is real quick, real simple. It's the random or the lottery allocation system. We can do this one right away and say there's no incentive other than be lucky. If you're lucky, you get what you want. We can give a big old heck no to all three questions here and move right straight forward to our final allocation system, the market system. The market system provides the incentive to acquire purchasing ability. The more cash you have, the more you can buy. So let's look at our incentive with these three questions. Does needing the acquire purchasing ability do anything to increase supplies? It certainly does. In order to get purchasing power, you have to acquire money. To acquire money, you need to find a job. The more people who are in the workforce, the more resources of labor we have. The more resources we have, the more supplies can be produced. So absolutely, purchasing power will increase supplies. The next one, does needing to acquire purchasing ability do anything to improve anything? It certainly does. It rewards people who are willing to work, to put in more work, more effort with the things they want. By doing so, it encourages others to work, and that cycles back to our first question, which increases our labor resources, which increases our supplies. Our third question, does needing to acquire purchasing ability do anything to improve the standards of living? It absolutely does. People use their purchasing ability to buy what they want. This produces competition between producers, who in turn need to produce the higher quality goods to compete. The production of higher quality goods is going to raise the standard of living for everybody. That's it for allocation systems. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you next time on Old School Econ with Mr. C.